All right, we are back. How's everybody doing? You get?
Wait,
My bladder is
live?
completely empty.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, okay.
PlayStation exclusive. Halo is my favorite. Xbox exclusive.
Yeah. Well, then there's The Last of Us, and then there's Shadow of the Colossus, which I probably haven't played yet.
So
And then there's
Yeah.
Burning Wheel, the game we're playing right now.
Yeah. Sorry. Hey,
No, that's
you
fine.
started just as he.
Josh, we need another get back on track roll.
It's fine. It's fine. All right. So, when we last left, our dastardly adventurers, criminals, whatever.
I'm not here to kill her. I just want to
Heroes.
You're
Um,
lied about it.
Theo.
Oh, Josh, you failed.
Man,
no.
you're so bad at that, man. Theo was just shunned from going into the nunnery, so you could still attempt to climb over the wall, but I think
I'm gonna try and sneak in.
okay. So what I think we're actually probably gonna do first is snap back over to Antonius and Cantarius. What are you guys doing?
I mean, wait, where the heck is Theo?
Theo stormed out.
Where's
Remember?
that?
Are we not paying attention?
Oh, duh. No, that was yeah. No,
Yeah.
We're good. I mean, I don't know. Okay, I'll probably leave it up to you. I don't really hate you, and you want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. I just want to get it over with. So, I'm just like, hey, whatever you want to do, let's just do, and let's just get this over with.
So at this point, I feel like I've gotten as much out of the drunk guy as I can.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to get a chance to talk this over with Cantarius because I want to see what the other people in my party think.
Definitely.
Whether or not he wants to think about it, I'm going to go ahead and try. However, still got a drunk guy at our table, so suppose I should need to deal with that first.
Oh yeah, he's still there.
He kind of looks at you guys expectantly.
I asked to speak to you in private, Josh, Antonius.
Okay.
All right.
Do it in character then.
Can I speak to you in private?
Oh, very well.
Oh, Paige.
Alright, so just gonna-
Paige just kind of nods his head like, "Oh, go ahead, talk it over. You're thinking about buying me another drink, aren't you?"
I'm like, yeah. I'm thinking about killing him. I say to you.
I wouldn't blame you.
I mean, we're here to kill heretics, but this guy actually does seem like a terrible person, as far as we know. And since he's technically a heretic, we probably have to kill him anyway. So
I think maybe we might need more evidence first. We should keep talking to him and see what he says.
I say no. How about we not talk to him more? Let's just make a decision and go with it.
Sorry, GM, have we walked away from the table at this point, or is he still over there?
No, I'm just
listening to our
you walked away from
No,
the table.
we are
Oh,
gone.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I was continuing on as if to
No.
intimidate him and scare him away. Okay,
No.
sorry.
No, you're
Sorry. All right. No, he's not worth our time.
Okay.
I seriously think the church would consider him collateral damage, or they would consider him extraneous to the whole killing the real heretics thing, and then we're gonna have issues. So
Okay.
let's avoid collateral damage if we can.
Well, that's not nearly as much fun.
You have strange ideas of fun, my friend.
No, I don't actually say that in character. That's not. That was
sorry.
me.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It sounded like I was saying it in character, so it's fine.
Okay, so what's your guys' plan then?
Well, at this point, an abbess who is making decisions and is preaching in front of the town does not seem to mesh with what I understand from my meager learning in the church.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's not normal. Do you think we found our heretic? Is that enough to go on, in your opinion?
To kill her or to look into it more?
Look into it further. I would say maybe this merits looking into further.
I mean, all right. So, like, I agree with you that we should, be sure of what we're doing and who we, whatever. But
Oh, good. I was
like,
starting to be afraid that you might be as bloodthirsty as some of these other people here.
but that's the thing is I don't want to think about this too much. I basically just tell you this flat out. Like, I just confess to you. Like, I don't want to deal with the moral ramifications of killing these people, and I just can't think about it. And so I don't think it would be too wise for me to trust you at this point because I don't know you. Not any offense to you, anyway. But like, I'm just gonna trust you, and you should just, whatever, because I don't want to have to deal with this.
Okay. Well, it's kind of raining pretty hard out right now. Perhaps we want to see who else we can talk to, pursue a line of inquiry about what the abbess might have been teaching in the marketplace and when she might be teaching next, so we can get a clear charge of heresy.
All right.
I'll start
Whatever
at the
works
bar,
for
you
you.
start at the tables, or, well,
Sure.
you gonna trip over the tables, I guess? Maybe you should start at the bar, so you have something to feel.
Wow. That was low. That was a low blow, man.
Well,
I don't say that. But... No, I don't make a comment on that. I just walk over to the tables and not hit them.
Antonius is impressed.
Good.
Okay,
So at
yeah.
this point in the day, it's afternoon, evening, and it's raining pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's more towards afternoon than
Who's-
evening. It's like early afternoon, if anything.
Okay. Who is there? Are there people at the bar? How
A
many?
few.
And
There's maybe like 2 people, kind of sitting at the bar. They both look like just like common laborers. And then there is like maybe 3 occupied tables around the common room, and all of them only have like 1 or 2 people at them. It's just kind of like the common like laborer type craftsmen's. You actually do see the blacksmith that you worked at his forge last night. What's it called? Sitting at one of the tables, just kind of nursing a drink by himself. One thing I do think, Antonius, is that you kind of like, as you're kind of like, you start walking towards the table or whatever, I think you double over a little bit because you realize that like your wound from the rock is still not, or from falling is still like not healed over at all, and it's causing you some pain. You can attempt at any point, since it's only a light wound, you can attempt at any point to do a health test to try to recover from it. Just like to let you know that.
okay. I'm thinking maybe I'm going to actually just head off to my room then if I'm feeling really awful. I'm gonna head up to my rooms and see if I can see what my wound actually looks like and whether I need to do anything about it.
Sure.
And I'm gonna quick plug in my laptop before it completely dies out right on me.
Sounds good. So yeah, Connor, I think you hear Antonius go up the stairs.
Okay.
And what do you think about that?
Wait, so I'm just at the bar, or not at the bar. I'm talking to people at the tables, and he doesn't. He just goes upstairs.
Yeah. So he just told you,
I mean,
like let's split up and talk to people, and he just goes upstairs.
I'd probably just assume he had to like use the bathroom or something.
Okay. Yeah, so Antonius, you kind of like look at your wound, and it is a light wound, so it's not like super crazy. But basically, like you scraped off a whole bunch of skin on like in like your rib area, and it's kind of bleeding through your shirt a little bit. Not too bad.
Because I've been working in the same shirt all night.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking... Yeah, I'm going to attempt to bandage it up and help it heal and health check.
Okay. So that is an OB 3 health test because of the disadvantage you incurred from staying up all night.
I see. That was an unwise maneuver. Ob 3, shall we try this? Let's try this. Let me switch this over. I still can't see the 3D dice. My computer's not powerful enough for that. Aha!
All right. No, you got a 6. You can spend fate on that.
Let's see. What do I got for fate? Let's do this. I'll spend a fate on that.
Okay. / roll 1d6. You failed.
Oh.
So failed treatment, or not treatment. Failed. Let's see. Failed recovery for superficial and light wounds. The character is scarred up a bit and recovers in the full time required. The die penalties remain in effect for the duration of the recovery time. So all recovery times may be reduced by using. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Recovery time is. If failed, the penalty remains for 24 hours minus the fort exponent. So what's your fort?
My fort is 4.
Okay, so 20 hours. This is gonna remain before it kind of heals up.
Okay.
So you still have that dice penalty.
So pretty much till, yeah, okay. Till pretty much tomorrow afternoon then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oops.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, it's not a light wound. It's a superficial wound.
Ah.
So technically the ob is only 2 for that.
Oh.
So you
we
did
just
succeed.
fighting then?
Sorry, that was my fault.
No, we're not fighting anyone. I'm trying to heal myself from the rock
Yeah.
the kid threw at
So-
me and knocked me off my
Yep.
horse.
So you just succeed. You're healed up, just fine.
Oh, good.
I thought it was a light wound, but it's not. Yeah, it's just superficial.
Okay.
So yeah,
So
it
then,
looks worse than it actually is. So you just kind of patch yourself up a bit, and you're good to go.
If you as long as you can't see bone, it's not as bad as
Exactly.
bad as it looks.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And if you can see bone, it's only slightly worse than it sounded when it actually happened.
Yeah. Cantarius, what are you doing downstairs then? Do you want to?
I'm-
What kind of roll are you trying to make?
That's a good question.
Are you trying to make like a circles roll to find someone specifically who knows something about the abyss?
I mean, yes, but I'm gonna fail that, so I'll just intimidate.
Well, that's the thing. Like you can't just like intimidate the whole room. You just got to either choose someone randomly or make a circles roll to try to see if you can find someone specifically.
Yeah, okay, I'll just do that then. All right.
So your circles. Oh, we already went through this. You can't make circles in the village.
Oh, okay. Well, that was
Just
what.
squares
Okay.
out there.
So.
Yeah.
So I can't, like, do anything to pick somebody. It's just choose somebody random.
Yeah, see, that is just an odd thing. So I think what really happens probably is you'd probably just like ask around. Yeah, I'm really not sure. Like, cause this is the thing. Like in the rules, you cannot make a circles roll unless you have villager, like the same setting as someone.
Well, but there has to be some other role that I can use to
Yeah.
Like, do something like that, though, right? I can't just. I mean, I could just use my like perception
you could.
Maybe.
attribute, right?
Yeah, you can make. I mean, you could just make another hearing roll to see if you hear anybody talking about anything like that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's just do that.
Okay.
All right. So, base obstacle.
Let's make the ob 4. Oh wait. Before you go, what's your intent?
Good point. See if anybody's talking about church-related things.
Okay, ob 4. That's fine.
Well, I failed.
Oh wow.
So I just I pick a guy who I dislike the most, and I intimidate him.
Okay, so you just pick the what, like the guy who just gives you the wrong feeling the most?
Yeah,
I mean, that would be Opage, probably.
that'd be a what?
Opage, the guy you were talking to.
Well, I don't need to intimidate him.
But I'm
though, so
assuming
somebody
you
else.
didn't. Yeah, I'm assuming you didn't meet him. So yeah, you just see one of the guys up at the bar is just has like a weird. Actually, you can't see that. Yeah, like what are you basing that off, Connor? Just his voice then? The
yeah.
guy's voice?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
He sounds like a jerk, or he's making fun of his friends, something like that.
Okay, sure. So yes, you see it's like a fat guy, and you can tell that because of your magical hearing. You have echolocation,
What, you saying fat
basically.
people are evil, Caleb?
No, I'm saying like you can tell that it's a person who's bigger than a normal person. And yeah, he's kind of like talking loudly about his wife actually. How stupid she is, basically. I think actually what he's doing is he's talking in not so subtle details about basically his wife won't have sex with him.
Wow. All right. Well, real quick question though. Open-ended D6 explode. What does that mean? What does that box do?
That just means you check that for like magic tests. That just means that you automatically reroll 6s for that test, and that is something that happens with your hearing. But unfortunately, you didn't roll any 6s, so.
Okay, so I don't have that intimidation.
No, you don't have that on intimidation.
Okay. It was checked for some reason.
Oh, okay.
All right, base obstacle.
Well, what is your intent? What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna intimidate the crap out of him.
But what is your intent? Like that is your task.
I
that's
wanna
what you're
know stuff
that's what you're
about,
doing. But yeah.
I want to know stuff about the Abyss lady. I'll make the assumption that clearly he gets around. So.
Okay. So basically, okay. So the intent basically is if you know something about the Abyss, he will tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just go against his will, which I'll make a 3. It's not gonna be super difficult.
Okay.
This guy is more talk than walk. So.
What?
Oh wow, that's pretty sad.
Can I spend fate to reroll?
No, you can't because there's no 6s. So why does this fail?
Because the guy doesn't know anything, probably.
Okay, so you scare the crap out of him. He literally pees his pants.
Yeah.
But he knows absolutely nothing about the Abyss.
Yeah. I mean, why would he?
He's not a very religious guy whatsoever. He barely goes to the church ever.
Okay, so all right, so yeah, that's the assumption there. I'm assuming I can't try again though.
You could try again with someone else. You just couldn't try again on this person.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm gonna do that and be like, oh, why would I choose a jerky guy to learn stuff about the church? And I'm like, well, that was dumb.
So you're gonna find like the nicest, like most religious seeming guy in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, make another hearing test for that. 3. Nice,
Okay.
nice. Oh
What is
wow.
the person?
Yeah, you rolled a bunch of 6s. Yeah, it's this this guy in the it's actually the blacksmith. It's the blacksmith that Antonius met earlier. He literally grabbed out like a small like scroll and he's reading scripture to himself. Just quietly.
Oh, so
And he's trying to do it like inconspicuously, like he's trying to like just do it so no one's really seeing what he's doing. He's kind of trying to make it seem like he's like checking like business records or something, but he's actually reciting scripture to himself.
And would this be a case of most common people who don't have the reading and writing skills or aren't professional at it can't read or write without talking out loud while they're doing it? Or you have to read out loud yourself, or is
well, that's
that
the
more
thing. Like
just
that's not so much that
Sure,
if he
so.
doesn't have write and read that he does that. It's
Or,
just
well,
it's
yeah, I
probably
guess,
what
yeah.
most people do just in general. If
just
they-
read
if-
out loud.
they just
'cause
read
they
out
can't
loud.
read this.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
know that for certain church fathers, there was actually notice was made they could read without moving their lips while doing so.
Mhm, yeah, and definitely it's a medieval thing where like that's not really a normal thing to read silently. You read when you're out loud, and that's probably why he's so hesitant or whatever, because he has to read it out loud if he really wants to read it, but he doesn't want to do so in like kind of in public. He does know how to read and write, so. So yeah, what were you thinking of, Connor?
I just say, clearly you're a religious person.
Okay.
So what can you tell me about the Abyss?
So yeah, he closes that scroll as fast as he can and kind of shoves it into this little bag that he has next to him, and he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Why?
What do you mean, why? I just told you, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not I'm religious as any other man.
No, I'm talking to you.
What do you mean?
Why is he freaking out?
You don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, Josh, you trying to say something?
I gotta make a call.
Oh,
Your thing is... yeah, like
I
he's...
didn't want to
There's
interrupt
the-
everything. I didn't want to interrupt.
No, that's fine.
everything.
Yeah, you like you interrupted him reading scripture, so he closes the scroll and shoves it in a bag, and he doesn't want to talk about it, kind of a thing.
I see you're gonna tell me everything you know about the Abyss right now,
Intimidation.
Bob.
Let's see what his will is. 3.
What is this crap?
You have a 6. You can reroll it.
It's only 1 though.
Do you
What are the chances of me winning? I'm not sure what the whole 6 thing is.
50-50.
What the heck? So
slash roll 1d6. So you now have 0 fate points.
I don't want to add.
Oh, nice. So,
that's what I'm talking about right there.
Can you add intimidation to persuasion?
and you got
Or,
2.
like-
Yeah, you got 2 more successes. So you got 4. So he says, "What do you want to know?"
Everything. Everything you can tell me about the Abyss.
He goes on to tell you basically everything you already knew about the abbess, that she's been like preaching every once in a while in the middle of the town, that she
I know. Some of them I don't know. Come on.
Well, I don't know what you don't know.
Let's say I needed to give a private meeting with her. How would I go about doing that?
I mean, I don't
Tell me.
know her on a personal basis. Make an observation for me, Connor. Actually, no, make a hearing test.
Bob.
It's gonna be an opposed, so just set it as 1.
Dang. Hey, Antonius, are you like still rebandaging yourself? Or are you like downstairs again? Because I have a feeling.
So, Connor, you can totally tell that he's lying.
Oh, okay.
He has met with the abbess before for some random reason.
This is Smith. It would
I
make
throw him up
sense
against the
about
wall.
The Abyss.
What-
Throw him up against the wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, make a
Okay.
scene of it.
And what is your intent with that? Are you actually rolling like a brawling, or?
Nah, intimidation still.
Well, okay, so you're gonna have to roll brawling because he's a big guy, to actually accomplish
Oh.
that.
Well, we're trying to do this conspicuously, right?
Yeah.
Would me throwing a guy up against a wall be a big deal, or maybe not?
I mean, it's not like you're killing anyone, so it's not like, but it would draw attention to you, especially if you're a blind guy.
Throwing the local blacksmith against a wall, that might be a thing. I mean,
All right. So
I'm
okay,
pretty sure
I won't.
everyone would just beat you up.
Yeah. Well, they try.
Connor has a rockin' brawling.
I guess.
I really want to see him in action, though. It'd be great. But okay. Well, I mean, I lean in real close, so you can see the fact that I still have eyes. They're just, I make it. I just lean in real close.
Okay.
Stare at him with lifeless eyes that aren't actually staring at him technically.
You just kind of
they're
staring
sort of
past him.
they're sort of focused way through him.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. So yeah, I just do that, and I say, "You're lying to me." And I grab his hand.
And
And I say-
at that moment, a small girl runs into the inn, and she says, "Papa, Papa!" And then she kind of like skids to a stop when she sees you, and like the Smith's face is like pale as snow, and he kind of like looks at his daughter and kind of jerks his head.
I let go and I say,
Maddie, get out of here.
I don't know. I don't know what I would say. I let go of him though, and I don't want to do anything in front of his daughter.
Okay, so she walks up to you, and she kind of has like iron in her eyes, and she like goes up to you, crosses her arms like this, and looks up at you and says, "What are you doing, my dad?" And she's about like 12.
Connor, you horrible. And I thought I was the bad guy. Jeez. Oh.
No, I think Alphonsus still works.
Okay. All right. So,
Wait a minute.
I don't know. I'd say, but I can't lie to this little girl either.
I mean, you could, but that would be a falsehood roll, and you're not very good at that.
Well, yeah. Well, exactly. That too. I'm not gonna lie to her.
So you're gonna say I was about to beat up your dad for information?
You could theoretically intimidate her away, but
He could stretch the truth.
might not.
Yeah, that's
might
called
fall under
falsehood.
not hurting the
No, it's
children.
not. You're like, I need some information from your dad.
All right. Yeah. I just say that. Yeah. I say. I need some information.
She narrows her eyes and she says, "What sort of information?"
Someone's been reading books.
Are you like
Stories.
like 5 years old? You know, you just go do little girl things.
She's 12.
Go back, little girl. Go do your things. Go play with Barbies. And...
This is
Medieval
hard.
Barbies.
Yeah, these are like
Dolls.
You know,
That would
they're
be
like
medieval
dolls.
Barbies. Like little rag dolls.
Yeah, the ragdoll.
So, Connor?
I say important information, and I don't even know what else to say. I'm just like,
Okay, so what she does is she grabs her father's like arm and she's like, "Come on, Daddy, let's go home." And like, if he kind of like gives you a look, like, "Is that okay?"
I say, please, just tell me what I want. Tell me what I need to know.
Okay, that's
Please.
that's a persuasion roll, I think.
Can I fork in my being learned begging?
No.
Dang it.
Actually, you know what? Go ahead and roll begging. I mean, that's kind of what this is, I guess. It's not
right.
really persuasion, though. That's the thing, because it's
'Cause
not
he's
something that he would get anything out of.
Because he's already
I mean, not being
accomplished
beaten.
the intimidation, so it's just a matter of what this guy's willing to say in front of his daughter, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a lot. It's so I don't know that it's necessarily action on Connor's part
Yeah.
here, mechanically speaking. The action is
he could just-
unless he's got to overcome some sort of inhibition on. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's up to the GM, but
Okay. You know.
Just
Yeah.
don't
I
stop
think
the way.
if you actually say that, Connor, if you say, "Please," I think he just sits back down, and he says,
Okay.
"Maddie, I need you to go back home. I need you to get Mom, all right? And you tell her what's happening, and I'll be home soon, all right?" And she looks straight into your eyes, Cantarius, and you can't obviously see this, but like you can feel her gaze on you, and she says, "No, leave my dad alone."
I just turned to the father, like, your daughter just badmouthed you, not obeying your orders. I don't say anything, but I just look at him like, hey.
And the audience sees a flicker of a smile on the Smith's face, but you don't, because you're blind.
Okay.
And
I feel the wind.
you really don't.
you hear the rustle of his beard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what basically what he does is he stands up tentatively, waiting for you to like try something, and if you don't, then he just walks out with his daughter.
I say please a little more threateningly. I take a step forward with my please.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I think Maddie, the girl, she trips you. So
Does
go-
she really?
yeah, I mean, if you're not going to stop her, it's basically just she's like gonna try to push you over with like a power test or whatever. but otherwise, like, you could do an opposing brawling if you wanted to.
No,
Okay.
I'm not gonna touch her.
Well, how about
Yeah.
how about just saying like not being intimidating and just be like
So just roll
Well-
power, Connor.
talking to him.
Or what about or what about like an agility sort of thing to get out of her way?
You
too?
could do
I
that
mean,
too.
it's
You
not
could either do power or agility, depending on what you're doing.
Agility.
Okay. So she got one success. So go ahead and nice. All right.
Hey.
So yeah, she tries to push you. You just step out of the way, and she basically just. Oh, I mean, what is your response? Do you just dodge out of the way? You don't say anything?
No, I dodge out of the way. I mean, I'm just kind of like looking at the dad, like, what the heck? You're letting your kid like attack somebody.
Okay.
Like okay, when I don't really want to talk to the girl. What I'm trying to do is be like, look, guy. I mean, I'm obviously not going to do anything. Like, I know I'm not going to do anything. I don't want to make the guy think that I'm going to do something to his daughter if he doesn't do this.
I think what actually
But I'm
happened.
not going to go
yeah.
too far on that road because I really can't stand the thought of me hurting this little girl.
No, I get you. I think what actually happens is Opage is suddenly next to you, and he has like the empty like mug in his hand, and I'm not gonna have him make an ugly truth roll, which is a skill that he has. And what I'm gonna do, Connor, is there a chance that this ugly truth roll, basically what he says is, you don't want to take another step towards this, my friend, and he's talking to you. He's like, if you do, yeah, and he's like, if you do, nothing good is gonna come of it. And he kind of like gestures at like, at like around at the rest of the patrons who are all kind of looking at you guys. But you probably don't like see the gesture. Obviously, you're just kind of like you notice that he moves his arm, and you probably just assume what he's doing. And
I know where everybody is in the room.
Exactly, and you probably start feeling everybody's gaze on you. So, is there a chance that would shut you down, kind of a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your will?
I think it's 3. Yeah, it's 3.
Okay. So this is his ugly truth roll. So yeah, he lost. He's too drunk to make sense of his words.
But I understand that he's like gesturing to people around, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. So are you saying that the roll was unnecessary? That he would have just done it?
Yeah, the roll is definitely
okay.
unnecessary.
All right. Cool. Got it.
Yeah,
Sorry, I should have specified that.
I say, I'm sorry, but you should be sorry too that I have to get my information from somewhere else now.
Oh,
And I do
wow.
whatever bow or honorary like respectful thing.
Do you do like the
Like a
church?
salute or whatever.
The church's kind of like alms kind of thing, like where they kind of.
No.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Goodness,
you
no.
can just make up whatever gesture you want. Like that would be a common kind of.
I just bow.
You just bow. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, he kind of like just grabs his daughter's hand and just looks at you, and just walks out.
And I make sure to say sorry to Maddie as well. I'll specifically say that I say, Maddie, I never had any intention of doing any harm to either of you. I'm sorry.
That's a falsehood rule. So go ahead and.
I didn't though.
No, like
I was never intending to harm either of them.
Really, you weren't. Okay.
No.
She probably doesn't believe you either way. She just kind of she
okay.
doesn't spare you another glance and just walks out.
All right.
So.
I'll probably go and cry now.
Okay. Antonius, what are you up to?
I walk in the room crying.
Actually, you know what? That's actually probably a good place to kind of take our last break here. Just about like 5 minutes, and then we'll come back. So stick around. There's more Burning Wheel to come.
Don't touch that dial.